Mongolian beef? No, I'm still chewing it. I'm in buffet mode, okay? That means I just like fill up as fast as I can so my stomach doesn't register, my brain doesn't register that my stomach is full. Mongolian beef. Happy Mother's Day. Today we are in the south end of Vegas at the Bellagio. We came down here to get Mother's Day brunch, so we're gonna go inside, check out the Bellagio and eat. Let's go. First stop here in the Bellagio is the conservatory. Now, this garden behind me changes seasonally. I've been here before where they've actually brought in big trees. They've done a Christmas thing. They do spring. It's really amazing, and it changes all the time. By the way, everything in here is real and alive. Oh, let's go check out that glass thing. What's it called?
The Chihuly. Yeah,
Chihuly glass?
So the whole lobby, the ceiling of the lobby is glass artwork done by Dave Chihuly?
Dave Chihuly.
I don't know, he's from Seattle.
Nick Chihuly, Jimmy Chihuly, I don't know.
We should go check that out, but then we're gonna go to the art museum.
Art museum.
Before brunch, I wanted to take a chance to look inside the Fine Art Museum because they're having a really special exhibit on In Bloom. And check this out, it's already beautiful.
That was quite possibly the smallest art exhibit I think I've ever seen. I think literally there were probably about 20 pieces in there.
It was small. It was small. I would suggest looking for a coupon.
Yeah, a good one. A really good one. All right, let's go eat.
Okay.
Walking into this restaurant is right off the casino floor, and there's lots of signs that will help you find it. When we walked up, we were kind of shocked because there's like no line, and so we walked through the queue, and then we came around a corner and like, oh, there's the line. Nice job hiding that from me, Bellagio. Like any buffet, once you get to the front of the line, you're gonna pay for your meal up front, and I love the fact that they allow you to add your gratuity up front as well. They took us to a really nice booth, which I was thrilled about. It's Mother's Day today. Look what the waiter gave me. He says, if you're a mother, happy Mother's Day. And if you're not, well, here's a flower for you. The waiter's gonna take your order for something to drink. I decided to just go with Dr. Pepper today. That's perfect. Now you're probably wondering, Amy, why aren't you drinking a mimosa? Amy's taking a break right now, especially from things like champagne. I had a lot over the last weekend.
This week in Vegas has been crazy. Not to mention the fact that it's Mother's Day, but we celebrated our 25th anniversary this week. So it's been kind of hard to go out and get food and shoot videos, but we figured today was the perfect day. We don't hardly ever get buffets, so we figured Mother's Day buffet at the Bellagio. You guys might be interested in this. Let's go check out what they have to eat. All right, well, first shot through the buffet, and there will be more. As you saw, they had a whole Asian section that had like poke and it had sushi, and so I just kind of dug around that area first. Check out what I got here. So this is tuna poke. This is like a salmon something. I can't remember. Okay, salmon roll. I always go nuts on the shrimp because I love me some shrimp. And then they got some sushi here. And down here, it looks like we got some mussels. I'm guessing they're gonna be cold, so I don't know how good they'll be. But let's go ahead, let's start with this poke. And I got some chopsticks too. So how cool is that? All right, I was just down in Florida. I had a lot of poke, so let's see how it compares. It's delicious. And it's in these perfect little cubes. Can't go wrong with that, right? Okay, now we'll try the salmon roll. It's all raw. It's really good. Actually, this whole plate here, for the most part, is raw. All right, let's try. You know what? I got sushi, but I didn't get any soy sauce. How stupid. Oh well, I'll eat it raw. Raw and dry. Let's go. Tastes like grocery store sushi, but that's not a bad thing. Sometimes grocery store sushi is good. No, let me put wasabi. I'm gonna put it in my mouth. Wasabi, you can feel it like instantly go up into your sinuses. Little shrimpies. I love me some shrimp, especially when it's the cocktail type, the ice and cold. I mean, it's pre-cooked, right? I mean, it's like hurry up and eat it. The longer I do this, the longer she has to wait to eat hers. Now we're gonna try this here mussel. It's actually pretty good. Very mussely. Yeah, very fishy, but good. Let's see what Amy got.
That buffet is incredible. There's so many things I want to eat, and I am usually the kind of person only to get one plate. But I'm not going to do that today. I'm sure if I eat everything I'm about to show you, I won't need to go back. So I'm going to be wasteful today because I want to taste a lot of things. I think I went way too much on my plate, but luckily I came with Paul. Honestly, a lot of the things that he has on his first plate, I got too. Take a look at this. So I got the sushi, and I got the mussels and the shrimp, but I also added some dumplings, and this is a pork bun, and of course I got the poke. I'm going to turn this for you because under this beautiful donut, I just got it because it was pretty. I got a couple of different kinds of goat cheese and manchego. So we're going to put a fork in something. I forgot to find chopsticks. I love poke. If you're afraid of raw tuna, don't be. It's delicious. This is the salmon. Oh, that is nice. I've always liked raw salmon on like a bagel with cream cheese. Okay. I'm going to pop into this little pocket of deliciousness. I'm guessing this is a pork. Yes. So that's like a meatball with a wrapper around it. It's not really hot, but it's good flavor. And then there's a shrimp. And then there's a shrimp dumpling. Isn't that beautiful? I just love to eat beautiful food too. I don't like those translucent wrappers as well. They're kind of plain, but I'm gonna do this the right way. The first time I was introduced to a pork bun was when we went out for dim sum, and I believe that was in Portland, wasn't it, Paul? Yeah, so that's okay. I'm curious about this. This is called a sesame ball. Is that like fig? Maybe. It's like salty fig. I don't know what that is. It's something. So I'm not gonna eat the mussels or the shrimp because Paul already showed those to you and they're cold. Oh, by the way, The mussels and the shrimp are not raw. He said everything on my plate almost is raw. Those, just so you know, we're not eating raw shrimp. Okay, this is the manchego. I think this is capicola, but I'm probably wrong. I really want a glass of wine right now. Paul, I'm pretty sure that cheese is a trigger for me to want to drink wine. You know they say wine and cheese? Wine and cheese. Round 2. I went over to the meat section this time because I saw some things that I love, like turkey and cranberries. And this is actually pork belly. Look at these beautiful little mushroom salad here and some stuffing. And then I grabbed a piece of pizza. As you notice, I tried to keep my portions tiny because I don't like to be wasteful of food. So I'm going to take a really quick bite of this turkey with just the cranberry on it. You guys like turkey and cranberry sauce together? That turkey is good. It's not as good as the turkey that I make for Thanksgiving. Of course, it's been a while. I don't cook like that in the RV. Pork belly. I think the chunk of pork belly I grabbed was really fatty and maybe on the edge was a little dry. And I don't know why I just left it on my plate, because as I was walking by, they poured like a huge amount of fresh pork belly. I bet that's better. Maybe Paul got some of that on his plate. These mushrooms look really good. It's kind of just like a side dish. Oh my God, that is delicious. And then my favorite side dish is stuffing. I am 100% sure this is not going to be as good as mine, but it's still really delicious. Finally, you all know how much I love pizza, and I would not be a very good pizza lover if I didn't at least try the pizza they offer. So this has got jalapenos and artichokes on it, which I think is really unique offering for a buffet. The toppings are spot on. The crust is okay. For a buffet pizza, this isn't bad. And so I love that they offer it, because if you have a picky eater in your group, they're gonna want like pasta and pizza and stuff. This was good. I've had way worse pizza, CC's, and a buffet before.
My second time through was quite different than Amy's. So you know how like they'll have an omelet station? They got a taco station. So I had to do a quick stop at the taco station. This is pork taco and carne asada, which is steak if you didn't know. And I put some cilantro and some verde green sauce on top of them. I'm gonna do a quick little bite here of these. And dude, they pack these. These are like straight up street tacos. That pork is out of this world. I mean, that'd be good in a Mexican restaurant. So to have it in like a buffet, oh yeah. Now let's try this carne asada. Carne asada, I'm a sucker for carne asada. It's okay. The pork is way better. Now, I did also, wait, let me chew. The other place I went is the meat station, right? Doesn't that sound awesome? The meat station. I got tons of meat, but one thing on here is not. I got oysters Rockefeller. Yeah, oysters Rockefeller. So basically it's oysters with bacon and what else is on oyster Rockefeller? Green stuff. But I'm gonna move these over here for the moment. This is my meat plate. Now my meat plate has, I use my chopsticks here. We got pork belly. This is turkey dark meat. This right here is that mushroom medley that Amy was eating. And then this down here is Mongolian beef. I had to throw a pepper and an onion in there. And then look at this bad boy. Bone marrow. Now, this is funny because I don't remember bone marrow ever being a thing until about a few months ago. I really don't remember, but now I see it everywhere I go. So let me start with that marrow. I might need something to dig it out of the bone here. It looks like it's got some breadcrumbs on it. Basically, bone marrow is just like fat. Yeah, dude, it's like fat. And that's really all here. If you can look in here when I dig in here. And don't ever try to think bone marrow is going to be a meal. It's not. You're not going to get very much out of it. In fact, that's about it. I just sit here and I scrape the hell out of it, trying to get it out. And not so much luck, but it's novel. All right, let me try this stuff. So we'll start with just turkey. Looks kind of dry. I don't know. Not at all. That is. Not better than Amy's, but it's good. All right, let's try the pork belly. Amy said hers was old, but I got there after she did. So she said it's really fatty. Dude, pork belly's fatty. It's supposed to be fat. A little dry, but very porky. The Mongolian beef. No, I'm still chewing it. I'm just like putting it on. It's buffet. I'm in buffet mode. Okay, that means I just like fill up as fast as I can, so my stomach doesn't register. My brain doesn't register that my stomach is full. Mongolian beef. Oh, it's spicy. Wow, it's really good. Really good. Yeah, I would definitely, if you're gonna go through this buffet, get the Mongolian beef. Now let's try these mushrooms. I'm a sucker for mushrooms. Those are fantastic. I'd say I could eat a whole plate of those, and I probably could. My stomach might not be too happy with eating that much fungus. Look at that, the oysters Rockefeller. I fell in love with these in New Orleans. That's where I had the first ones I ever tried. And they're so good. Now, oysters Rockefeller is different everywhere you go. And what I mean by that is it's not always good. So we're gonna see how good it is here. It's really not bad, actually. Usually you're kind of a little hesitant with oysters on a buffet. I don't know how long they've been sitting there. But I think people have been going through these because that was still somewhat warm when I just ate it. And there was only still like a half a pan out there. So people are mugging through these, Bo. Anyway, I gotta eat this before I hit round 3.
I think I'm getting better at perfecting how to dish up a single bite. And I am on round 3, so I'm like, pat myself on the back. Anyway, I have a few things here. I went ahead and grabbed an oysters Rockefeller, the Mongolian beef. I know I didn't do a lot of breakfast foods, but this is corned beef hash. This is pesto tortellini. And I thought it was kind of funny. This is actually just a shrimp from the shrimp scampi, but it wasn't really scampi. It was like these big, like noodles. I don't know what it was. And then a cheese splints. So I'm going to start with this shrimp from the shrimp scampi. Oh, the sauce is really rich. And I mean, if you're a big fan of shrimp scampi, I would be disappointed because it's not really shrimp scampi. But if you like shrimp, white sauce, and noodles, you'll love it. Okay, let's take a bite of this tortellini. Well done. It's not overcooked. Paul was crazy about the Mongolian beef, so I decided that I should try it too. And I wouldn't put my fingers on his plate because they might get nipped off. That is good. He's so right. Let's take a taste of this corned beef hash. Wow. That's actually not bad. I love all the onions they put in that, but it's a little cold. Finally, I'm going to take a taste of the cheese blintz. Now, I added the strawberry sauce. It was on the buffet separately. It wasn't actually served on the blintzes. Look at all that cheese in there. I'm not gonna put that whole thing in my mouth, or will I? That is really dry. I don't know how they dried the cheese out, but they managed to. I won't be finishing that.
All right, so this will be my final time through on regular food before I hit desserts. You know, they had all kinds of regular breakfast stuff up there, like sausage and eggs and hash browns, and I don't pay $55 at a buffet to go eat sausage, eggs, and hash browns. So I'm getting all the exotic stuff. And sometimes I'm going back for more. So if you look here, I've got more of the oysters Rockefeller. I got some more poke, some more shrimp, some more pork belly, and then I got these shrimp and I believe it's shrimp and beef dumplings. I believe that's what it is, but I'm gonna find out when I bite into it here. Let me see. Shrimp and pork. And they're actually pretty good. They're not dry. They did stick to each other on the pan. I tried to get one, I ended up getting two, but I'm kind of glad I did. I've already tried everything else for you, so let's see what the desserts look like.
Before you judge me, just remember it's Mother's Day, okay? This is the day when calories don't count and mommy's gonna do whatever they want at the buffet. And I plan on sharing all of these with Paul. But I have been craving carrot cake lately, and isn't that just beautiful? I couldn't leave it. Now this is tiramisu, and next to cannoli, I think tiramisu is my favorite dessert. This is some kind of like a mousse, like a coffee mousse. And then they have a huge selection of gelato. And I'm gonna start right here. I know Paul's gonna want some of this. I am not gonna eat all this gelato. But this will prevent him from having to go get his own gelato. Right? No? Thank you. Oh, he brought me a cup of coffee. Black? It's actually not bad. Just drinking it black. Maybe because I have a mouth full of mint chip ice cream. Just put the ice cream in the coffee. I am a freaking genius. Speaking of coffee, I think it's not panna cotta. It is like a mousse. There's another name for it, and I'm feeling really dumb right now that no, it's not they're not calling it mousse. It's something else. We'll put it right here because the label's over there. That is the richest pudding. This is like, it's not mousse, it's like a pudding. And it's very good. The carrot cake is so pretty, I hate cutting through it. Wow. You know one thing I don't like about carrot cake? Sometimes the icing, the buttercream icing is just like too much. And I know some of you right now are watching this, like vegetables do not belong in cake. I 50% agree with you. But carrot cake is yummy. I like it a lot. And now finally, tiramisu. So tiramisu is going to be like a sponge cake. You soak coffee in it, and then it's going to have this like a mousse topping. It's not bad. You know, my expectations for dessert quality when I come to buffets, like I'm usually like around 60%. Like I don't have super high expectations, but everything I tasted here was really good. And I kind of feel bad if I don't eat all of it, but I'm not even gonna try.
I get pretty excited about my desserts, I guess. I got different things than Amy did. There was such a huge selection, and I'm like, I can't eat it all. I can try, but I'm not gonna feel very good. So I picked out 4 things that I thought looked kind of interesting. Check it out. We got some creme brulee, and I don't know how creme brulee that is. Look at that's not brulee at all. That should be crunchy, not gooey. So I don't know so much about that. We got some key lime pie. I got this cute little cannoli with strawberry, it looks like, on it. And I can tell you by the way I'm squeezing this cannoli, it's probably not gonna be very good. But look at this. It's a little chocolate cake. They say it's a chocolate cake. Let's see. It's like red velvet cake. And this crunch, this is actually crispy and crunchy on the outside, kind of like what these 2 things are supposed to be. So that's a winner. All right, so let's try this cannoli. Usually when you get cannoli in a buffet, it's not good. And it's not any fault of the people making it, it's because it sits. And this is supposed to be crispy and flaky, and as you can see, it's spongy and gooey. That's terrible. That's probably one of the worst cannolis I've ever eaten, which is surprising, but can't be all stars, right? Okay, we're gonna try this creme not brulee because it's soft and gooey. And so that's supposed to be like sugar on top, and they hit it with a blowtorch, and then it turns into a liquid, and then it hardens. That's not really what's happening here. It tastes like the creme brulee, but without any of the texture, with a really sweet top. I'm gonna say I don't like that very much. Yeah, cute little key lime pie. Isn't it cute? Looks like, I don't know if they froze it. They did something to the top here. Now, we were just down in Florida, or Key West, key lime headquarters. Had a lot of good key lime pie. In fact, I had deep fried key lime pie there, which was out of this world. I'll put a link to that at the end of this video so you can check it out. 'Cause if you've never had deep fried key lime pie, you haven't lived, let me tell you. So let me try this real quick here. It's kind of gooey. It's actually not a bad key lime pie. It's very, very limey, which a key lime pie should have a lot, like a blast of lime to the back of your mouth. So I'd say about 50-50 on these. I like the key lime. I like the little red velvet popsicle. I could take or leave the creme not brulee and the soft and gooey and squishy. That's just wrong. That's all I can say about that cannoli. What'd you think?
Of the Bellagio buffet?
Yeah.
It's been a long time since we went to buffets. I'll be honest, I usually would be like, I don't want to go to a buffet, but today it sounded like fun. It was Mother's Day. And
We're in Vegas, you know, you got to have a buffet if you're in Vegas. Honestly, there's not as many buffets in Vegas anymore.
No,
and a lot of them like don't run dinner times or they're close. Like even this one isn't open every day of the week. I mean, as far as dinners. Right, you can get.
We'll post the hours and days and prices that we found online, and make sure to check again because prices change.
They do.
They do often.
In fact, I think the Mother's Day buffet was like $6 or $7, or brunch was like $6 or $7 more than Sunday brunch. And I can't imagine that it's because the food's any different. I think it's because it's Mother's Day.
Yeah.
And so they're milking another $6 or $7 out of you, which makes sense, I guess, you know.
And something else we didn't try, you could pay extra and do like an all-you-can-drink package, and I don't mean sodas, I mean like mimosas,
Right.
wine,
Bloody
beer,
Marys,
and then
yeah.
there's like, I think there's 2 tiers, maybe not at this one, but so check before you ever go. Make sure to check the website for their current hours. Make sure you don't show up when they're not serving, and what their pricing structure is. And make sure also, like right now it's almost 3. They're staring at us. They're
Right.
like, please leave.
Right.
But because they're going to flip this for dinner, so there's a period of time during the day as well where you're not going to be able to get anything. And you may go to buffets all the time, and you're like, duh. But we haven't been to one in a long, long time. And I will say, you asked me what I thought. That was the longest answer ever.
I know.
I would say that this experience today has restored my interest or faith in buffets. I would probably go again if you asked me.
It was delicious.
Yeah, it was
and
really
the
good.
and the food selections were really cool. Like oysters Rockefeller.
Well,
Come
there was
on.
a huge, like, I did not come here today and expect to find poke.
No,
expect to
I've
find,
never
yeah.
seen poke on
or
a buffet.
the pork belly, or
Right.
just some of the options here. I was very impressed with. Now, we are critical, and we brought up the things we didn't like, and you guys are used to that if you've been watching our channel, but we're not going to lie to you if something doesn't taste good. I'm sure it's different day to day. Like Paul's cannoli was literally the last one on the tray, and who knows how long it's been sitting there. And we know better. You don't get cannolis at a buffet and expect.
You know what? I knew it wasn't going to be good.
I
Maybe I
know.
willed it, but I wanted you guys to see
You did.
that.
You manifested a
I did a crappy cannoli.
Crappy cannoli.
Right. Or the creme not brulee.
What
That was
what
kind of
was your
weird.
favorite
but
thing though today?
my favorite thing was probably that's tough. I would have to say maybe the poke.
And mine too.
Just
It
because
was
it's
so good. And the salmon, they called it salmon roll, but it was cut like poke. Those two
Right,
things were just
right.
fabulous.
wonderful,
Yeah.
and very unexpected.
Yeah.
So if you want a buffet it might surprise you, this might be the
Yeah.
one, right?
I think for the price, it was really good. You're not gonna find, I mean, there are cheaper buffets, but when you're talking about the difference between
It's-
$10,
It's Mother's
This was
Day. What are you gonna do?
you're gonna take your wife
gonna
out.
take my
Your
wife
baby
out.
mama.
I did. I did. My baby mama. Been married 25 years. We mentioned that, right? We just celebrated that. That's why our videos lately have been kind of like not there because we've been partying.
Well,
but
the truth is, when some of our friends and family, and if you guys are watching, thank you. When they found out we were coming to Vegas, we invited them to join us, and we had a
Yeah.
really nice weekend with everybody that was here, so that put us behind schedule. So for the rest of you that didn't show up to Vegas, we apologize for the delay in publishing. But you know what? If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up and consider subscribing to our channel, because we're going to keep doing this. We're going to keep going out to eat.
all over the
We're
country.
going to keep putting our
Yeah.
videos out. And we want to get comments from you too. So, if you have an idea about a place we should visit or a type of food you want us to try or something weird, we'd love to be able to do that for you and call you out in the middle of the video.
Absolutely. And also, we'd like to encourage you to reach out to your local food shelter, food bank,
Yeah.
Donating your time, maybe some food, maybe a couple bucks, make a big difference in someone's life, and makes you feel good too.
It does. So,
Right?
yeah, until we get to eat together again, stay classy.
Bye-bye.